Okay, so the second webcast is we covered one variable tables earlier here where we figured out some bonuses. The second one we're going to look at some two variable tables here, and I'll continue to work with the same example from page 619 out of our Grauer textbook. So just to kind of get things started here, I still have the results from creating my one variable table, and this is over another side here, so I'll just kind of hide these columns so we can work with this next example here. So I want to figure out now bonus percentages and annual salary, and so those will be my two variables here. So my percentages, I'm going to have them vary from, what if I gave a 0.5%, 1%, 1.5, so I vary the bonus percentages. So there's one variable. The other variable, I'm going to look at other salaries. So maybe I'll look at salaries of some other employees, and so my two variable table, I'll go ahead and build it here. But those are them, right? The bonus percentage and the annual salary. All right, so over here, I'll go ahead and start with, and I'll use some of the same tools that I've used in the past here. So first I'll start by just putting in, let's put a 0.5% in. Okay, so 0.5%. And then what I'm going to do here is I'll go back over here and I'll use my create a series. In that series, I want this to be a column, and I'll step this by 0.5 percentage, 0.005. I recognize too when I do this math here, 0.5% is the same as 0.005 as a scalar. Okay, so in other words, there's we use the word percent. We move the decimal point 2 places. Okay, so that's equivalent to 0.5%. All right, and then my stop value, I'm going to go down to 5%. All right, 5% is 0.05. All right, so I'll go ahead and just keep it at a linear growth, and boom. Okay, so I have my first component here. Let me put my second component here, and I want to start with I'll start with $60,000 as maybe my base salary. And again, I'll go ahead and use a series again. The series this time is going to go across horizontally, which is a row. All right, and so we'll step this one $5,000 at each increment, and then we'll go ahead and move this forward to our maximum will be 75 grand. Okay, so we get that set up there. Looks good. All right, so we want to figure out, put this together using our information we've created over here. And I want to work with, because I got a couple different things I could work with when I put this table together. And this particular example, rather than working with, gross bonuses, what's the net bonus going to be? In other words, when I tell my staff, after we do some, maybe look at the numbers here, what it's going to cost the business, and we give everybody, say, a 2% or 3% or 4% bonus. I want to know the net bonus, okay, in this table here. So what do people actually get to go home with out of their pocket? All right, so I'll start this here, and I want to use the net bonus. All right, so that's found in cell B10. All right, and the net bonus is $2,160 for somebody who's earning an annual salary of 75 grand with a 4% bonus percentage. Make sense? All right, now let's use our what if analysis here. We'll create a two variable table. So what I want to see here now is I want to see the whole picture of these, if I vary my one variable is the annual salary, right, and my second variable is going to be the bonus percentage. Right, so I go back over here to my data, I got these, and again, remember this is contracted because I have my window resized. It'll actually say what if analysis, or it should on your machine here. All right, and so I want to create a data table. All right, and my input row is going to be, okay, where is my salary going to be? And it's right up here. Okay, and then my input column is going to be that bonus percentage, which is going to be right here. All right, so I'll go ahead and select those two values, and then my table fills in. All right, and we'll make this a little more meaningful. And I can always go back and check once I fill this in. So if I take a look at, the figures I've created over here, for somebody at $75,000 with a 4% bonus, their net is going to be $2,160. Okay, so 4%, 75, and I can see right here, I draw a little circle around this and say, yeah, the 2160, that's the correct value. All right, so I check your work. Go back over here, I'll put some currency on there, and I'm going to go back over here now, and I'll change these values a little bit. So right here we want to say rate. Whoops, excuse me. I need to go back here and I need to create a custom number if I'm going to say rate there. So I go back up here, I say custom, and I set a general. I'm going to use the term rate. Alright, in quotes. And what we do, clarify this. Alright, by bold facing it and going ahead and centering as well. Alright, so now I have some information I can make some decisions on, and I'm doing my what if analysis. Alright, so for this this particular lesson, this is where we're going to stop out of chapter 6. We're not going to cover any of other what if tools. Not that they're not great tools, but it's more of we're kind of weighing time elements with the class here. Okay.